to. We're gonna have to play around and do a lot more research when it comes to that. Man, the schedule is reprogrammed now. Okay, okay. I'm a jump in the deep end kind of person. Boom. I know, Anthony. This isn't where I want to be. I want to be the on my camera, and I just could not get it. I don't know why, but I just I didn't read no type of tutorial or nothing. I just went on the whim and tried to see if I could go live on my camera, and that just didn't work out for me. And apparently, I need to look at a tutorial or something on that. Um, it was a code I ended up eventually seeing on the studio on how to embed it, but I didn't see that as an option. So here I am. Glad you're here. I'll just have to try that some other time, man. And then try and delete all of my tries off of here too. Whatever. I was on the little Osmo because it was cute. It could sit here. It's small. You don't really take up no room. Yes, I'm glad I made it too. Eventually, we made it. But yeah, one thing. I mean, I won't be late, but I will arrive. And I'm glad you made it too. Thank you for being here. It's a Saturday afternoon. I feel like I'm off duty from being a mom, kind of, sort of. I let my daughter go off with her friends without me like dropping her off. And yeah. I have her location and everything, so she just going to the movies. I know what time the movie is and all of that jazz. You see people go live on Osmo. Exactly, that's the one I'm using. So um I saw that the capability was there on there, and I felt like it was just going to be kind of user friendly, and it isn't to me. I thought it was gonna be like real quick or something. Hop on, okay, do a little signal here and there. It had me. Well, first of all, I guess I was linked onto the wrong account of stuff, so had to reroute that, and it was just troubleshooting since the time I started getting on here or attempting to. But here I am, my first live. Oh, okay. Let's see. Glad y'all are popping in, and it wasn't like too much trouble or anything. I know it's Saturday, but I feel like I'm not the only one on doing pretty much nothing on a Saturday. I got dinner marinating. I worked this morning. Had to go film for a client, which is a nonprofit for breast cancer and different men's cancers and things awareness. And so we just did some little promo content for a few different events they got coming up, actually. You've been doing nothing all day. Yeah. I mean, today's pretty been an easy day for me, actually. Like, I ain't did too much work on the computer, honestly. I just been uploading content. I do have some deliverables, but yeah. Those will definitely get done. Just kind of what I do, because I'm new here, and I'm pretty sure everyone that pops in is new here. to this format of me. And I'm a content creator, not just like for myself. That's actually new to me. I'm a content creator for others. Nonprofits is one of them that I've been working with this year. Small business owners, entrepreneurs. I do a lot of help when it comes to the content, it packages, you're getting a whole branding and marketing when it comes to me. Everyone is like bespoke. So it's all customized to the person, the brand, and everything they have going on, and how I offer my services. This is the same services, but how I deliver it is different to everybody. And so yeah, so that's kind of like my day to day is if I'm not filming with someone, I'm pretty much editing, and that takes up a lot of time. So I'm pretty much like trying to get things together and all of that. And just doing, I realized doing it for so long is that I never even realized what my editing style is. Like, I am literally still learning that. Like, so just me starting this, y'all are kind of watching me grow. And then you'll see different things that I probably will add in new elements to each vlog that goes out, because that's just even how I work with my clients. As we build a rapport and relationships, things, improve, and we get better at how we work. And they allow me to be creative. So kind of have that freedom to do things, and I'm always learning too. So I always apply that when it comes to my clients. But it's just also just a different shift to it being about me. And I feel like I'm just always behind the scenes and behind the camera for one, which I don't mind talking. I'm a talker, which is, I don't know what took me so long to come to this, but I just everything has its time and its course, and I feel like certain things always lead you up to what it is that you where you are in that day and time and present. And so I feel like I guess I just had to go through those motions and things of that nature. And also now I don't have to do so much management as well too now. It's just kind of, I'm very creative. My business is just kind of straightforward right now. And it's pixels. Are we I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Let me check from another point of view. We shall see. Oh, we are getting some pixels. Sorry. Let me try something. Shoddy Wi-Fi letting me down. I hope you were able to hear what I said. Okay, and you're already a professional creator. Yes, I would say professionally, yes. But just also, like I said, I build these rapports with clients and things, and so I have had to edit for others for so long. Editing for me and learning what it is for me is new. Let me see. I want to put y'all. Let me see. Okay. I didn't know where my outlet is. See, I don't even use my mic to my phone a lot either. Now I'm realizing, like, I just be on my cameras. I may need to get another charger because this one is too short. Too short. But we're going to make it work. There we go. Nothing should be flowing. Okay. Alrighty. And then that's the thing too. Now I realize like I don't even have a proper phone tripod. I keep giving them away to like, what is that? I keep giving them away to clients. And I need to get a proper tripod for my phone apparently. If I really want to be a content creator. And yeah, that was just today's agenda. I'm actually still uploading from an SD card. I got about 30 minutes onto that from what we did today. When I do film, I try to get everything off the SD that day. So, because that could be a process. So that kind of helps with the work ethics and things. And it's just honestly a part of my own personal SOPs because I'm a person that has to have structure. If I don't, I kind of feel like I'm going to miss things. And I can't be missing things. So, yeah. So, I don't know. If you have any questions for me, Anthony, I know you're new here. You want to get to know me. I don't know if that was what this is going to be, but you're here now. So, yeah, let's chat. I'm also trying to look up because, like I said, I can be very thorough, I like to say. So, I did have some notes when it came to live work. We talked about that. But yeah, something that's been going great for me, honestly, right lately is my local content. I guess people are curious about Jacksonville. It's a growing city. We literally have nothing but room to grow. Um, Literally being that it's the largest landmass of a city in the country. So we have so much land that we can develop on. Our downtown is somewhat underdeveloped, like to where we don't have a skyline like most big cities. Um, but yeah, that's just because there's history behind that too. It was big fires downtown where it wiped out things. And then we're also southern, so we're always kind of late to things. Things just will bypass us because people just come through Jacksonville sometimes. But it's like if you know, you know, and yeah, I think it's if you know, you know, if you're outside of the city, and but people are learning. And it's major corporations that are bringing their headquarters here. We already have a lot of big headquarters already, which was you know, got the people looking and checking it out and stuff. And then because it's Florida, so you know the rich don't pay taxes basically. So that's why a lot of businesses do come to Florida, and then they save money too versus moving south like Miami and places, Palm Beach and things. They play there. They may hang out there and things and holiday, but here they're starting to build their businesses and stuff. Also, west like Tampa way too. Like these AI places, they're going up. What else? It was just a lot of different things. Yeah, so we have a lot of big corporations. We got CSX, Amazons are everywhere. They have like basically a facility on each side of our towns. Um, yeah, but I don't know. I watch a lot of or read a lot of our news, and things, just to know what's going on and where the money is moving and who's moving in and things like that. I just want to know because I feel like I do have ambitions too, where I'm gonna probably be the one getting written about or something like that. And yeah, so you just got to know how the people move and the way you want to move if you eventually. So yes, you passed through where last week? Oh yeah, that's what we have going here in Jacksonville. I try to bring a lot more content, local content, to highlight the city because actually I love it here. I do love other places. I'm gonna say I really like other places, but I really love my city and where I'm from and what it has to offer. Um, and so I just kind of like to show that too because I feel like a lot of people just don't know that as well. I don't know what's up with this piece. Get it together, girl. Um, what else? I feel like I need to sit up a little higher. You passed through Jacksonville. Are you a Floridian? Now my stuff is excellent. Let me go here. So the plan was for me to go live on my camera and then also go live on my TikTok. Um, Something I never do, but that was just recently encouraged to me. It was just like Demi Ma, she just kind of solidified it because I kept hearing that, oh, I need to go live, I need to go live, and yeah, and it was just like, okay, now I'm hearing it from this stranger who don't even know me, but also seeing how she went live too, and how she was just able to naturally talk to everybody. People get to know her. I got to know her, and I had just recently subscribed too, so it just also really encouraged me to even watch more of her content and go back and look at her library. So yeah, and then a friend of mine, my daughter's godmom, she goes live doing nails. She has a whole studio in her backyard basically, and she was just she had doing a client's nail, doing her daughter's nails, and like I guess it was some little money there for her. Okay, what you Anthony? Oh, New Tally. Okay, in the capital. I was went to a housewarming the couple of weeks ago with a bunch of people from Tallahassee, and they were all cool. They were we had fun. It was the 4th of July. That's what it was. And you helped push Denny. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, it is definitely trickled down, and I when I see the signs and hear it, and it's getting repetitive and said to me the same thing without me even giving context to people. Um, yeah, I take heed and I take action. I see how it is. I feel it out. And I know a lot of times is that it's just you have to get comfortable with things. It's trial and error. Just like me posting my long format videos. I know that's just trial and error. Because me doing short form content, that's easy. That's nothing. Like I literally get paid to do that. So doing the long format, and that's the thing, even doing the long format, because I even edit long format too. Like, it's just, again, learning my own style is just still its own process right now, and I'm okay with that. I like to think people love a hero story, and they love to see a progress, and they love to see like, oh, I remember when you was right here, and look at you now, you over here, you just knee high, and look at you, like, people love to be like a part of a journey. And yeah, so I always preach that to my clients, and being relatable and the importance of that. So again, just slowly but surely applying that to my own platform. Yeah. And Anthony, keep encouraging the folks too as well to do your thing. And I'm gonna make sure that I do a little deep dive and check out your library of content as well, because everybody got to support everybody. And I like that you're just out here encouraging the folks. But yeah, I also wanted to go on TikTok. Maybe I will have the kahuntas to do it later if I'm still available and up for it. But I know that one thing, I'm just like, I never like to keep knowledge to myself. It's just always best to be shared, and yeah, and encourage people. I feel like even when it comes to the content that I put out, like, I don't want it to I really want it to be like easygoing, and because I just, even how I operate, I'm always so busy in business, and I'm very analytical. And so I do want my platform to be an outlet. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta check. So I do also want my platform to be an outlet for myself as well, and my creativity. Um, just in how I express myself, and people see things through my lens. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just about to read a text. I also figure out how to get my text on my computer eventually. So I'm glad for that. Hagavins, give me some date options. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I ain't even finna look at my calendar right now. um, but yeah, what you say? Always try to. Yeah, I always feel like you should. If you have something, something, say something. Simple as that. I feel like that can be applied to any and everything that you do. Just like you don't want somebody stepping gum, say something. And then you can take that to even a level where you're on here on social media, encouraging people on how to better themselves, and things that they can apply to them to help them excel as well. And that's all I really do want to do too. I also want to bring my entrepreneurial side and my lifestyle side, which my lifestyle is very random. Um, I just kind of, it's structured, but then it's like, if I feel like doing something, I'm gonna go do it. Ain't no rhyme or reason. It's just really straight off the vibes and off the cuff. And if I feel it, like it, I'm doing it. If I like it, I might buy it. Um, yeah, and that's just kind of, I'm kind of straight to the point, I would say, when it comes to things of that nature. So, like in May, I was in Alabama for a few weeks, and it was actually the longest time I had been away from home. I was there for like 3 weeks, and I can say this now because things happen and all that, and I'm a person, like, I like to protect people and their privacy and things, the privacy. But a friend of mine, my best friend, yeah, she relocated to Chicago, and her family. However, her and her husband, they ended up getting employed there. But then there was this like awkward few weeks between their daughter graduating, which I can understand because my son it was in that same position at the time. And so I just offered to kind of sit with her while she had to go take her few classes that she had left. And then we also did some pictures, but I still have to edit. Just ever since I got back from there, I've been like on go and busy when it came to my business. And a shameless plug, Maverick Media 904. Yes. So yeah, always my link is always in the bio too. But yeah, so I got to stay there with them. It was outside of Birmingham in Hoover, which I always love because I always go to visit anyways. I like going there because things are even super slower than they are here. And I just always I may take like 3 days, 4 days there, something like that, because it's just I think it's like a 7 hour drive from here. Not too bad at all. Shout out Anthony. Yes, plug my business. It should be, yes, shameless plug. I appreciate you. Hold on, I'm gonna learn how to make you a moderator. But yeah, so that was I feel like I had went through so many emotions, like of all types of grief or whatever. Like first I was cool that I was there and getting away, and then it like really set in, oh, you're not about to go right back home. And so I went through different emotions. I went through so many emotions. It didn't make any sense. Like the first emotion, yeah, like I said, when I realized I wasn't going home yet or anything, then it was like, ugh. And I think what also played a part on it was the weather. The weather it sucked. It was rainy all the time, thunderstorms, and you're getting these tornado warnings, and it was too much. It was too much. It like rained like for a good 4 to 5 days straight. And then when it finally lit up, like I got out the house. I think the first thing I did, I went on a hike to Moss Rock, and I always like it there. I feel like when it comes to places like that, nature, gardens, botanical places, you're always going to see something different. No matter time, the year you go, you can go there 4 times a year. You're going to see something different every 4 times because things grow, die, bloom, all of that jazz. So you're gonna catch a different vibe every time. And because I guess I like to take a lot of photos and things, so that's where that comes from. Or in videos too. I post a lot of like nature things on TikTok. Um, I have a Maverick Media 904 actually has a TikTok where like the hashtag over there is here for the views because it's just nothing but like scenic things and nature and beaches and all that kind of jazz that I like to see. And so I guess I'm just kind of incorporating that into over here on YouTube and yeah, bringing my curiosity, nature, liking. I'm gonna say loving, because we have limits to the nature. We just like to go out there for moments. We just like to enjoy it. I feel like I'm not gonna. I don't know. I feel like I would want to try camping. I'm just so scared. I literally said to my daughter that, dang, I ain't seen no snakes out here all summer. And usually, like I said, we in Florida, so if it's hot, the snakes are coming out. They're not. I don't know why. But I just said that yesterday. And then, like, what was it? 2 hours ago, a snake crawled under my feet. It was a baby one, but that happened. So, I don't know. Now they want to check us out and stuff, and I don't know. My dog was outside with me, and she was just so unbothered, dragging her feet to come in, stretching. Oh, girl, come on! There's snakes out here. Yes, go check out Sierra. No, well, I actually do have a Sierra side on a Sierra side on TikTok, but I don't really post on there. I kind of repost actually from a business account that I kind of turned to a personal account, which is Sierra Bond 904. My last name is Bond. But yeah, on there I'm very active on there. Typically, the shorts you see here from YouTube, you'll see on TikTok. I may post a little more extra things on TikTok too, as well, because they do have stories. Um, Instagram, I'm not really active in posting there, but I do actively post on my story because I don't have to really think about it. You got to write no caption or none of that. So just because it's simple, it's easy, and I ain't got to put too much thinking power into it, I'll post on my story. And then, that trickles to Facebook. Yeah. Wow, you look like Sierra side. I get that all the time. Anywho, thank you. Welcome here, Dion. Glad to have you on the side. I was thinking like, oh my gosh, if I like get enough followers to a point where like we got community over here and stuff, I'm gonna give my chat a name. But then it was like, I don't know, what would I call y'all? Like sidekicks? I don't know. Let me know if you like sidekick. I don't know. Say that. Sidekick. I don't know. I felt like eventually, if I get to a point that we will have a name for the chat. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. It's some later time down the road. But yeah, on social media, yeah. So TikTok, Sierra Bond 904. I'm very active on there. What you see in the shorts here, always typically in the TikTok on that side. And then, like I said, Maverick Media 904 on TikTok. It's supposed to be business, but I don't post business. I really don't promote my business. Like I really should promote it more. Yeah. I don't know why. We are slowly and surely starting to be okay with talking about ourselves. I don't know what it is about it. It's just something awkward about it. But I know that's something like a growing phase. You gotta do it. It has to feel awkward. Everything has an awkward stage. Me having locks had an awkward stage. So, oh yeah, it's Saturday. We're not going nowhere, so we have a margarita. So, what you got? Sidekick is a good name. Maybe I should write that now. Write that down before I forget. I ain't got no pen. Well, hopefully I can see this. Let me see. I'm gonna screenshot. There we go. Maybe one day we'll come back to that. But yeah. So and that's the thing. I guess and then another thing too. I guess I kind of had put boundaries between me and social media too, to where I'm learning myself to be active on it, which is so crazy and weird because I have all the tools and some of the knowledge, and I'm always learning more. And I mean, I'm constantly learning. That's why I'm even here too, because I learned, hey, go live, girl, go live. And so, yeah, we is here live because I learned that from someone else. And Anthony, he out here pushing it to the people to go live. And that's what I love. I love that, just stay learning, stay curious. I feel like I'm yapping and forgot my train of thought. Well, you can be her twin. You know what's so funny too about that is that I'm always getting that you look like somebody, and I always look like somebody know. I just get that a lot. It can be like from here I look like somebody, here I look like somebody, maybe my cheekbones may it'd be something that people be like, "You look like somebody," and honest thing is, I ain't one baby. Ain't nobody like this. Honestly, I'm an only child, so you're not gonna find another like it. Uh-uh. And yeah. Thank you so much, Anthony. I'm trying hard. Actually, I'm really not trying, so I do feel better. I don't want to be like feeling like I'm going all off track or something too. Your voice sound like someone else from the Bango. See, look, I look like somebody. I'm gonna sound like somebody, and then talking about a voice too. I get from here because I'm born and raised. I'm a native of Jacksonville. Very much was outside, and yeah, my grandparents they raised me out east. Then they moved to the north side, so that's where I moved to, and went to school a lot on the north side, and I graduated from Inglewood on the south side though. But people from here, they don't think I'm from here. They think I'm from up north. They feel like I speak proper English. And because of that, I can't be from here. And that's only because I had a grandma. My grandma, she gonna correct me. And so, yeah, it still do. But yeah, people don't think I'm from here, which is crazy. And then I have like, I guess also then it'd be people like from outside or from up north or whatever. They feel like, oh, where are you from? Because I'm clearly am not from here or wherever I'm at. But yeah, but yeah, I think it's a mix of Duval, good English. Yeah, that's it. And then I could talk to anybody too. It don't matter your age. Don't matter how young you are. Be a toddler. Don't matter how old you are either. Because I work with senior citizens for years in that field, and one thing I guess that's what I learned honestly from an early age, and this came from my granddaddy. Because just seeing him, he was talking to everybody, anybody. It didn't ever matter how they looked. He would just spark a conversation with a stranger, or even if they were just kind of naturally attracted to him, they just start talking. And then another thing was kids. Kids just like my granddaddy. That's we ain't like that too much, but kids just naturally too like my granddaddy too. But yeah, I'm still blessed to have my grandparents in my life, and yeah, I love that for me because I know a lot of people aren't, and so I do feel privileged. Very privileged, but I feel like in a good way. Very humbling, but confident. My granddaddy always told me I was a Wiley's genius. So I literally and naturally just walked around thinking I'm a genius. Now, I didn't rub my genius in people's face. I never did that. Like I said, it was always humble. And yeah, never rub that in their face. Because I already know the privilege I have. Who's this? Who we got? I'm sorry. We're learning how to read and talk. So yes. um. Okay. Yeah. My voice. Yes. No. I know how blessed I am, and even the simple things in life too. Comforts a home, having a home. I just even have an understanding and appreciation to the smaller things in life. Um, and I kind of had touched on that too. Well, not really touched on it, but in my latest vlog that went out last night, which was late for me, which I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna get the views. I don't know. Who knows? You never know when it comes to YouTube. But yeah, that video went out late for whatever reason, and but yeah, I don't really too much worry about it when it comes to that on YouTube at all. I feel like I'm building a library. I like to think about the big picture of things. Like I'm thinking about where I'm going to be and then the steps that I have to get there. I know that I can't just jump from down here to here. That's just impossible. However, what we can do is when we know the goal, then we can make sure we're taking those steps too. And so the steps down here don't really stress me because I'm seeing the steps up here. And all we got to do is just keep working and keep climbing, and we'll get there. And I never worry about the end point. It's literally about where we are and how we can stay consistent in what we're doing and where we are in that platform. So yeah, I guess, like I said, I had grandparents telling me I'm a Wiley's genius. You can't tell me nothing that I can't do anything. I'm gonna do it. If I said I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a plan and I'm gonna execute it. I'm gonna make a plan and execute it. And that's just that. Just I don't know. I like I said, it's just and then also I've had, I guess it's a confidence, and then I don't want to say overconfident because like I said, it's very humbling behind it. Um and down to earth and very grounded when it comes to that, knowing I'm the shit, but I'm not like shitting on everybody. That's just uncalled for. But I think it's just all about the approach and how, for one, you set a plan. I plan everything. Even if I don't do the things on the plan, I had a plan there. Just like that's what insurance is for. We don't use insurance every day, but it's there. And the plan is to keep paying it so it's there in case we need it. And I'm a just in case kind of person. Like I just want to be prepared for everything. So, anywho, back to the video. Yeah, I'm not kind of really stressing about how that really does because I just know one day I'm a pop and people are going to be looking back at my videos just how I be doing theirs when I subscribe and I see something I'm interested, and if I like that, then I feel like I'm gonna like the rest of them, so I'll let it autoplay too. YouTube is my entertainment. I don't watch TV. I had a TV hanging here. Let me show y'all this BS too, so y'all ain't just talking about me. You see that black up there? That's because I got a candle off the clearance aisle at TJ Maxx. I see why it was on the TJ Maxx clearance aisle. Anywho, but yeah, that and golf. I did have a TV up there and it just never went back up. I never even really watched it either. But yeah, I'm just not really a TV person. It's not for me. Not saying it's not for me, and not saying that I haven't watched TV either. I watch some TV here and there or whatever. But if anything, I'm listening to something on YouTube, watching somebody on YouTube. Yeah, mainly listening. I'm going to keep my earbuds in or something because I'm always kind of working and editing. So a lot of it is just kind of background noise while I'm doing that in between. And yeah. I don't know. Y'all got any questions for me? I feel like, girl, you was yap, 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 but I guess the yap is what it's getting at. The yap is the we're learning. We're a millennial, so yeah. Um Yes, I want to do a lot more content when it comes to YouTube, and me doing local content because that's not really here. And I know people, and I see the projection of where the city is going. Just like I said, I keep my ear to the street and who's moving and what's moving and shaking and going on in the city and things like that. And so I just know the growth that it is coming and that's actually happening right now when it comes to Jacksonville. And so I do want to, and I am. So let me not discredit myself, but I am putting out content, local content, and I plan on putting out even more on like maybe even bigger levels. Um, Hopefully in the tourism, industry and organizations of that nature, and even to other places that I travel to as well. That would definitely be a great little monetization. Um, but yeah, I feel like because of the growth of the city, that it will be more eyes here and more people typing in little things and questions, and hopefully those eyes can get driven to over here on Sierra's side where we highlight that. So yeah, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to pause this or something. Let me see, because my daughter's cat. Are you done? I didn't even hear you wake up. I'm sorry, I heard the cat. You can't do the cat thing. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Don't leave her alone, please. All right. Here, wash your hands, please. There's your shirt in your pants. Here, dry off, please. Hmm. Okay, okay, went to the movies. Okay, okay, went to the movies. He was about to like strangle the cat. Yes. No, it's cool. I'm trying to do a live. My first live. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm watching so my friend's over here with her son. They were napping And I'm hearing the cat. So I'm thinking like, dang, my daughter must have left the cat, closed the cat in her room or something. And he's like choking the cat. And then see me go like this, like red handed. And Thompson got a pee pee. Mm. How you wake up and choose violence? And that's the cat. Oh, and then my dog just over the thing, like watching it all happen. And surprisingly, she wasn't making no noise. Surprisingly. Yes, my daughter's pet cat. A little toddler just y'all don't call the peoples on me, please. Come here, Maya. So I adopted her, Maya. Oh, so I adopted Maya in Fort Lauderdale. And I didn't even, and like I said, I'm still learning how to, my editing style or whatever. I didn't even edit that properly. It was a lot of footage that I missed, like a lot of footage of me meeting her the first day, coming back the next day. Who knows? I may put it out again or whatever with all of that footage that I never included. But the thing was, it was just like I'm gonna say I always had ambitions to have a little doggy. But the thing was, I did, but it was always like one particular dog, which was the Bichon. And I just like that they were, small and compact, like how she already is. I like her fur. They're not her. How was I gonna know it was gonna be a her? But I like that their fur is like hyperallergenic and stuff. And I keep wanting to say she, but Bichons, they're and friendly dogs or whatever. Anyhow, if I was gonna get a dog, it would have been a dog like that. But that wasn't my calling. I had started looking at different websites and humane societies and things, and it just never felt right to want to pay so much money for a dog because I'm too frugal, way too frugal. Oh, how do I need to set y'all back up like I had y'all. Or maybe I need to move. Okay, it's me. Oh, Maya, you need to move over. I don't want to roll you over. Okay, now. All right. But yeah, I'm too frugal and didn't want to pay like thousands of dollars or something for a dog. And the thing is, I have a cat, which was my first pet, and that's Bean. And he came out bigger than I thought. He's just not. He's a big guy. Um, he's like the same size of the dog, actually. And but yeah, so I don't know, because I knew I was going to Fort Lauderdale, which was for a comedy show. I was going there to see Nate Jackson, and I did check it out ahead of time, and I seen her on there, so I knew I was going there the next day. I stopped in there, which was literally on my way to the hotel, and yeah, we met. We liked each other. We said, yeah, let's try this out. And yeah, it was cool. Then the next day I came back and we did all the paperwork and they had to confirm things about my residence and all of that jazz. And yeah, she came back with me. Rode right on back. and she had just had what's the little doggy surgery they give girl dogs? I want to be like not neuter but spayed. Yeah, I think I don't know, one of them, spay or neuter, whatever Bob would used to say. But because she had that surgery, she was very docile. I mean, she's still very docile. I mean, she can play if you rile her. She plays when you rile her up or whatever, and she gets zoomies or whatever. She's a really good dog actually. And because I did adopt her, she came like older. She's 2, and she's a French bulldog, and we really like each other. We're going very strong. And yeah, she's my little companion, that can hang out with me outside the house and things, keep me active because I got to take her out. But yeah, and because my kids, they're older now. Like, you see, my daughter, she didn't even need me to drop her off at the movies. Uh, Let me tell you, the way I was looking at her, like, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm just staring at her. Because I know it's gonna be a time where I can't just stare at her. I have to, like, call her on the FaceTime or something to stare at her. Just to stare at her. Call her just to stare. But yeah. So that's why and that's what I also again want to spread to people on Sierra's side, is that how to slow down and literally smell the flowers. And it's not always just flowers. It could be clouds you want to watch. I'm not a cloud watcher. I'm not, but I do love gardens and flowers and things. Oh, you're frugal too. Yeah. If I could save a coin, I'm gonna do it. Sure will. I invest in me. I do invest time sometimes because I can afford it. If I can afford it, honestly. If my time allows, I will invest that, which has had me working with nonprofits this year. It was actually a goal of mine to work with nonprofits this year. One, because I had started doing it last year, and I was like, I like working with people that are working for causes. And of course, I just feel like all my clients, they are doing something positive and giving something positive and intellectual to the world. So I feel like in order for us to work together, we just have to align, and somehow I don't just be working for any and everybody. Because all money is not good money. And I learned that literally from the jump when I first started my business, Maverick Media. And yeah, all money and good money. And I don't mind terminating a client. I've had to terminate 3. First one was just like, yeah, we're good together. The second time, that was because money. And the third was because of money. So, yeah. But these are growing pains and things we've learned too along the way. And which is my whole, sometimes I do, I feel like you do have to learn as you grow too. And of course, you got to do a lot of research. I did a lot of research before starting my business, but it's a lot of things you learn as you go and how you operate your business and not just having a business itself. And so just in learning and how I want my business to be and how I want it to operate is how I moved forward, honestly. And I think too, because of those like core values that I do have in my business, which I should like make up some core values because I feel like I do have some, but I just don't, again, promote myself. But because of the clients that I do have, I don't promote myself so much because referrals are for real. I am very thankful for the referrals, and that's why they say your network is your net worth. Um, and it don't always got to be like what credentials you have. It could just be your work ethics. Because people like you sometimes, or they just like your creativity. They like your thought process, or they, oh my gosh, she a Frenchie, so it's stinky right now. Dang, Maya. That was something I had to learn that they fart and the snoring. The snoring threw me off the first night. I don't, like I said, this is my first dog. I ain't do no research on no French bulldog like that. We just got to know each other, we just started kicking it. And, she adopted and she didn't come with no booklet like that. So, yes, that first night when she, well, oh my gosh, I'm like, girl, oh, I like it quiet when I sleep too. It's dark, it's quiet, and that's that. And I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Oh, mm. But yeah, I guess another reason too, I just don't promote my business because the clients that I've built, the Rolodex of people and network I have, that my business runs off referrals. Um, and then I do network too. And like a lot of things too, a lot of content that I do event content as well. So I think that's really where a lot of referrals come from too. When I'm doing these events and then the content from it goes out, and then the people see the concept of it all, they were like, "Yeah, I want that too." So that's why you gotta just kind of put the stuff out there because you don't know who's watching. Now, I don't always post the content. But I do post some content. Which I'm going to be shifting into the last quarter. This quarter, we're changing things on my website. Actually, the whole site is getting revamped and stuff right now, actually. So hopefully in the next week or so, I have a new website for people to go to, and which will make me probably want to talk about it too, because the site I have now I've had since I literally launched, and I haven't done anything to it. I may have taken something off because I don't want to offer that service no more. Just that, and yeah. In which I was like, yeah, I guess also too, another reason of me revamping things on the site, because I am putting out my own content. I am talking about my business more. It's intertwined with what I'm doing. And so I feel like you got to prepare for the masses. And so that's what I want to do is I want to prepare for the masses and have everything ready when they arrive. Yes, I'm very frugal, Anthony. Oh yeah, Nate Jackson. See, thanks to YouTube is how I found out about Nate. I was saying Nate, YouTube is like my form of entertainment and how I watch content and videos and TV. Now people are watching YouTube on their TV. It's just things are simple like that, and I just know it's all gonna keep getting more streamlined to that format. And so I'm just trying to get on for I missed the turn, but yeah. I like Nate. He's really cool. I like what also not just cuz he's funny too. I also like his work ethic. I also see how he's been moving and grooving and up there in Tacoma and shit, and was it Seattle, whatever. and how he made a name for himself where he's from, and had built, well, not, I don't know if he built it, but he has a comedy club there. So him going on tour, that's just like another leg of his career, honestly, because he had a comedy club that people would travel to him for. Now that's dope, because I don't know a lot of people that did that. That, because we traveled to go see people, but you know, Anthony, let me thank you for. You know what? You a real one. You plug in my business. Maverick Media 904 y'all is my business. Yes, where I am a professional content creator to small business owners, entrepreneurs, and some nonprofits that are, sprinkled up in there too. Yes, I'm trying to pull this up over here. I don't know, because we're still learning. I'm still scared to tap the screen. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Moderation, access. That was easier than I thought. Pretty much me trying to get on the camera was probably a user error. Talking about it's not user friendly, girl, it was probably a user error. Look at your reflection. Yeah, I like Nate a lot. And I like what he's built and how he also puts people on. And I be paying attention. I be seeing that people, like the whole crowd work, I feel like I ain't gonna say he started it, but most definitely a pioneer of it. I know or pay attention to anything about crowd work until I started watching his content from YouTube. And yeah, he's honestly, and what's the other guy? Ali Sadi or something? Um, him and Nate were like the first comedians I started watching on YouTube, like religiously. Can't wait for Nate to drop a crowd work or something, And so, yeah, yeah, I just really like what he's doing. I like how he's kind of shifted what comedy looks like and how people can consume it too. Just like I said, him having his own comedy club, that's top tier to me. That's impressive. I just don't hear that a lot of people doing that. So yeah. And then the fact that, people also can perform comedy out of there as well. It's not just for him. I'm looking at the money. Ching ching, ching ching over here, ching ching over here. Okay, okay, we streaming these incomes. Yeah, I love it. Cause that's how I wanna be when it comes to even my businesses and what I'm doing. I want it to be multiple things, where you put in the work and then next thing you know, it's a smooth operating machine, and next thing you know, you're just an operator, you know? Oh, you're welcome, Anthony. No, thank you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you chatting with me and here for the yap. Hi, Chocolate. Hello, how you doing? You a Floridian, aren't you? And yes, Ali Sadiq, I like him. I don't watch him as much now, but yeah, he was definitely one of the first that I did. Oh, hold on, we're moving. Hello. Okay, so you ain't just a Floridian, you is Duval. I love that Duval. Yes, yes. Oh, I have went to an kind of like I'm trying to say how they classified it. Like it was it was networking. We gonna network when we go to these types of events. But it was at iHeartRadio this week, and they were like, come meet our influencers in the city, which was the radio personalities that we all know and listen to. And so it was like Easy E, T Roy, Wiz Kid, Doom came by, he had to go. Megan, the country stations. I'm sorry I don't know his name because I'm just not that familiar, but all of the people, they were all there. And so I did a bunch of How Do You Duvals with everybody there. The first one I put out was Easy E. He just had a birthday yesterday, and so I reposted it to the story on my Instagram. And yeah, I think it was a great event. It was also oh, now I remember. The subject was like AI or something, and they were just saying how you can optimize with AI. They didn't really go into depth and details on it. It was just kind of very surface of it. The chunk of it was all about the radio personalities, which they are classifying as influencers, which I don't disagree. They're like the OG influencers, if that, because they influenced us like, go shop here because it is, whatever. Or they just have a platform where people can come to promote. Okay. Yes, Duval. I love that. Thank you for being here. Yes, so I'm born and raised here as well. I love my city. And DJ WizKid, so he has a hat line. It's called 904 Hats. So, Chocolate, if you want to check it out, 904 Hats with DJ WizKid. It's like the hats tell a time, 904. You saw the Savannah video? Okay, yeah, just, girl, it ain't going nowhere. You check it out anytime you want. Anytime. I was just saying, like, I know I posted it really late, typically than I would like to, or that I'm suggested to, honestly. But, it's there, and I'm not really worried about real time analytics at this point in my YouTube journey. I'm just worried about staying consistent and putting the content out there so that the algorithm recognizes me and that they will start to just kind of push out videos and things. And yeah, and I just know eventually they'll get their views, their well-deserved views at one point. And honestly, I kind of projecting at the end of this year, honestly, for all of that. Like I said, I don't stress about it. I know it's gonna happen when it happens. We just arrived. Shoot, we just getting on our first live. Hold on, I don't even know if I got any more lives. Okay, I'm done. That's all I got in me. Okay. Yeah, check him out. He's and then a very nice man, married, family man, got kids, and does a lot with the community. He says how he volunteers with the YMCA here and helping them out and bringing awareness to what they're doing. So yeah, I love your personality and always down to support. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's reciprocated as well. I made sure I followed you. So whenever you are ready to start posting, be here and ready. Yes. He's a Duval staple for sure. I just met him. Unfortunately, I don't listen to the radio a lot. It's YouTube again for me on that. I'm a YouTube music person. So yeah, YouTube is how I really consume entertainment, whether I'm watching something just on YouTube or I'm listening on YouTube music. Even the podcast that I do have, I listen to on that. Like, it's YouTube for me. Y'all, YouTube just need to just sponsor me at this point. And I'm premium. Yeah. Yeah. I'll never post, but YouTube is my form of entertainment, so I'm always tuning in. Well, I appreciate you tuning in, because you could have been anywhere, but you was over here on Sierra's side. No, I really do appreciate it. And again, I don't take none of it for granted at all whatsoever. So it's much appreciated. Thank you so much. And I just know we is a small community, but we's growing, and I don't care about the size, honestly. I just really want organic and genuine people over here, because that's just what I am. And you are who you attract. And I hope to attract that. And it looks like I'm already am. And I love that y'all are chatting back with me, and I don't feel so alone. Mm-mm. Not so much. Hold on, I hear somebody coming out. I don't want him being loud. So I have my friend over. Well, not that I have her over. My friend is over, and she's just chilling, hanging out. And she has a little 2-year-old son, and, doing what 2-year-olds do, get into things, and yeah. Yeah, no. I know how kids are. My son, he's 18, but he was a terrible 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them. He terrible 18. But yeah, we just gotta love on our kids. Yeah. So, Chocolate, are you active on any other socials? You just consume the entertainment, which ain't no problem with that, honey. At all. But I just want to know in case to support. Yeah. And then also follow me too on my other platforms too. I'm always sharing and supporting others locally. I actually have a Facebook group called Social Entrepreneurs in Promo. I believe it's actually linked in my description box. So always people are always sharing what's going on locally over there and events and things, promoting their businesses. I try to at least hop on to Facebook when I think about it, like at least once a week, so that I can share things that are on my timeline into the group too as well. But they're pretty active over there actually. But yeah, so I don't know if you're into supporting other locals, creatives, businesses. If you ever in need of a service or a product or something, you can always type it into the search box into the group as well. So I'm always about supporting local, and that's because our economy starts here locally, and just gotta support those and keep those dollars circulating here, because I personally benefit from it. So I understand how it is, and I made sure to create a platform in regards to it. It actually started from a pop-up shop when I had my first business, which was a fashion accessory store called a.k.a. Compliments. And KK is actually my daughter, the one that's 16 now, going to the movies with her friends. That me dropping her off. It's cool. It's like she don't need me no more, but it's cool. Anywho, but yes, because she always would compliment me on what I'm dressed like, what I'm wearing, and things of that nature. And I didn't just start a business because my daughter was complimenting me. I literally get compliments on how I'm dressed all the time. Humble brag. Very humble brag, okay. I like clothes. I like getting dressed. I like looking good and things of that. I know I'm looking very regular, degular, or whatever, but we just had to do a little quick one too earlier and shoot some content at a hotel this morning. So we wasn't trying to do too much. We weren't going nowhere. We weren't doing too much or nothing. I was behind the camera the whole time. But yes, started a business, a fashion accessory store. I sold sunglasses, jewelry, earrings, necklaces, bracelets. I had some rings. I had some baguette rings with baguettes all around it. Um, Purses, belts, anything you can accessorize an outfit with. That's what KK Compliments offered. And it was like pandemic, and people, we couldn't go outside and do things or whatever, and people were scared to have events. And so me and my friend Anissa, shout out to her because she is also one of the people that encouraged me to go live. And she had a business. What was Anissa doing then? Dang, what was she doing? I think she was doing like paparazzi. Was she doing paparazzi? Yeah, she was doing paparazzi then. And so that was like some jewelry, kind of stuff they would sell. And right in her driveway, we had a little pop-up shop, and people would drive by to shop with us. And then from there, I had started like this pop-up shop called the Summer Social Pop-Up on, what was it? So Summer Social Pop-Up. Yeah, I think it was just Summer Social Pop-Up at that time. And it was like at my dad's neighborhood. And this was on the north side, Moncrief and 45th. I know Chocolate know what I'm talking about. Down the street from Duval Day. We was down there. We took up the whole block, and we had vendors, and I also did it was during the summer, and so we did a whole back to school drive, and I did this for 3 months in the summer. It was May, June, and July, and so it was like I don't know if it was like different, we called it parts or whatever. I may still have some old videos on my page, so if y'all are curious, you can always go check those out too. Of the vibes, it was kind of hood vibes, but I ain't gonna say like hood, like ain't no crime going or happening. It was just in the hood. That's all it was. It was just people supporting small business owners, the neighborhood getting out in front of each other. We were taking care of the kids. We had games, and we were feeding everybody. So any money I made from the event, which really wasn't no money, because I didn't make no money. Let me just put it out. I made no money from this event. It really went back into the event itself, because it's summer, so we have to keep everybody hydrated and all of that jazz. We fed everybody, the neighborhood, because it's like apartments right next to us and stuff. So we fed everybody. It was just nothing but good vibes. My dad's a DJ, so he was DJing, frying fish, popping popcorn, all kinds of stuff. We was active. We was all having a good time, supporting each other. And then it was just like every time we had one, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was so nice, honestly. I don't know. And that makes me think about placemaking, because what I was doing was placemaking, and I didn't know it. And talking about placemaking, that's a series I have started. I'm gonna tell some am starting. It's a series I started, and I have a video kind of ready to go in the chamber. It's just I really do want to put one more footage with it, but when we have 100-degree weather, things go to a halt. So I ain't been out in no sun trying to film. I ain't been up early enough to film, to beat the sun. And when it gets later, I'm in the house. That's why we have a margarita right now. Because your girl ain't got to go nowhere. So I guess that is the highlight of having a little independent 16-year-old right now, is that I ain't got to worry about stuff like that. But anywho, what we got going in the chat? I feel like I went to go to the app. We got there. Never post on YouTube, but yes, YouTube is your form of entertainment, and we appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. Um, oh, thank you, Anthony. Oh my gosh, y'all, we got an hour and a half in. Okay, look at me. I can't believe me either right now. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Chocolate. I appreciate y'all kind words. Thank you, Anthony. Y'all are some real ones, and I ain't gonna ever forget this moment, honestly, because it's my first live, and I ain't gonna forget Anthony and Chocolate up in here chatting with me, and it's not just me talking to a screen. But yeah, I basically, and what placemaking is, and I realize again, because I am still learning how my own editing style is when it comes to this YouTube platform. I wasn't completely detailed and transparent in what placemaking actually is. And so that's what I'm supposed to do in part 2 of it, where we're talking about permits and how to, do all of the red tape to actually activate a park or an area or something to placemake. And so when I got to okay, so let me run it back. I might as well. I feel like I want to talk about it here, honestly, because I did not put it in that first video. Okay, so when it came to placemaking, I did not know what it was. I don't know. My curiosity, I'm always doing something. I'm always researching something. I'm always seeing what's happening in my neighborhood, in my city, local events and things. And so I came across placemaking Jacks, and I saw that it was incorporated with Visit Jacks, which is our tourism organization we have here. And so just curiosity kind of drove me to that discovery meeting. And from the discovery meeting is where we learned what placemaking was, if you didn't know. And I was one of the ones that did not know what it was. And so when I got to it, that's when I was like, I think I kind of been doing placemaking and I may be in the right place. And so that's what made me want to proceed from that discovery meeting to go and actually take the class. And this was like I think it was like 8 or 9 weeks. I don't know. Well, no, I ain't calculated it all ahead of time, but I do have a plan. Just know I have a plan. And the class came with a syllabus. So, yeah. But yeah, we took this class. It was like for a few weeks, more than a few weeks. And I just kind of realized from that discovery meeting, yes, I've been placemaking based off of what I've done in the past. Is that I've activated spaces that were underutilized, and created an activation to where people were doing an activity, whether they were networking, things were happening. And that's what we did. People were networking. It was a pop-up shop supporting other businesses. We had a school drive where the school supplies went to the neighborhood school. So yeah. So that's when I realized, okay, hey, you've been doing this. So I just wanted to go further with the class to keep learning more on how to actually properly execute things on a bigger level, because I always had dreams and ambitions to have a big event that's very local based, but could drive tourism into the city as well. And so, and it's honestly ever been since I had started that pop up shop. And that's why I feel like, also, side note, is that people should just start something, because you never know who's watching. And when I had did that pop up shop and they seen that this was like more than just one event, it was literally 3 events, but it was like, one event each month out the summer. It kind of got people to contact me. And I had hosted an event, and then I had also organized one as well for A Dose of Beauty. I'm trying to think. I think it was may have been an anniversary of hers, but yeah, she had brought me on or hired me to organize her whole event in front of her business, which was kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just saying that sometimes you got to start something because you never know where opportunities will actually take you. But yeah, and so yeah, put with placemaking, basically what it is activating underutilized places. So say like your neighborhood park, and matter of fact, I'm gonna just use a park here we have in Jacksonville, Florida, which is the Lift Every Voice and Sing Park. And that park is brand new. It's never been activated. And when I say activated, like not just an event going on, like um, there's people performing, where there's music or they're performing with instruments. That's an activation. They're doing something to draw a crowd in and people to take advantage of the park itself. Um, One their event that was recently there was the pop out, and I'm using this as an example because it was also used an example in our class, which will be my next placemaking video coming up very soon. Yes, most likely actually this week coming up. um but yeah, so that event was used as an example because the curator of it, he actually went through the placemaking school himself too prior. And he had an idea and a concept of something he would like to activate, which was showcasing local musicians, local artists. I don't know. You know, they say their terms all kinds of ways. But yeah, just local creatives as a collective and highlighting them, also providing local businesses to vend as well, and also the bringing awareness to the park itself. It's a really nice park. It's small, it's intimate, but it's really nice. The fact that it has its own little stage is just adorable to me, and I can see how. Unfortunately, I myself have not been out to that event. I have tried. It just never aligned with my schedule. Unfortunately, it was just like I had to work or I was, doing an event or whatever. But yeah, unfortunately, I did not attend it. Hopefully, next year I will be able to make it. And yeah, so placemaking is just activating an underused place and not just it being about a vendor event. It's bigger than that. It's just whether you're creating awareness and um, doing like where people can learn how to do something, um, awareness to the community, even like local tours when people do bike tours. That can be it too, because you're bringing awareness to that area. And I had one thing that the program actually did was if you had a good enough idea, at the end of it, they have what they call their task force, which is a collective that had went through the placemaking course, have done activations prior or whatever. And they will vote on people's ideas from the placemaking class to, not gonna say fund them, but they will match some funds. I think it was like, I don't know. Let me not say. I don't want to give out the wrong figure. I'm pretty sure I have it in my notes somewhere. And so like I said, this is gonna be a whole different series that I'm gonna be putting out here on YouTube, separate from like the regular vlogs or videos. Just because I feel like, again, I know it's so hard for me to explain. I don't know why is it so hard for me to explain what placemaking is, but let me just go to Google real quick so I can get a correct term. Placemaking is a people-centered urban planning. I don't like how they say urban, but that's cool. Urban planning philosophy that transforms underutilized areas into vibrant, socially engaged public spaces. It prioritizes community. Okay, I think that's where we're going at. Placemaking is community building, bringing people together, celebrating local culture, encouraging social interactions. You can take up spaces such as parks, plazas, pedestrian streets. I was in Alabama in May, and I had visited the Birmingham Art Museum. They could just call it like the BHAM. And they had an event. It was like the Emily in Paris event. And, I'll be chitty chat with everybody. And I met meeting two nice people. But one of the guys, he's into like the film industry there. And I think that's kind of how we sparked our convo because we were working on a film. So I was also, side note, I've been having some side note, I'm a part of a production company. It's me and two other women. We came together and made a production company called Map Media Productions. And so I be doing films. We filmed a docu-series, a reality show, um, a talk show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Docu-series, reality show, talk show. Man. Okay. So yeah, like I say, I don't really talk about myself a lot and what I do. It'd be a lot of things, but they all tie in together. So slowly but surely, hopefully y'all will get to know me more. Okay, I've seen some movement. Let me stop for a moment. Let me take a sip too. Oh, I need to keep it. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm a pro at the live stream. Oh, hey, Corey. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry I missed you. Hi. And Chocolate Town, so I'm so glad to able to finally, girl, ain't no finally, this the first one. You made the inaugural live chat of Sierra Side. If I had a bottle, I would knock it against here, but here we got some degree. Yes, it's official. The live chat has happened. I had some technical difficulties of some unforeseen circumstances that got in my way to where I had a delay to the start of this show here, but here we are. We have arrived. Initially, I wanted to get onto the Osmo Pocket, but that just wasn't working in my favor. I probably wasn't properly prepared. We'll figure it out at a later time, but here we go. We doing it though. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all think I'm a pro at this. And one thing yeah, I'm a late bloomer in everything. I was a late bloomer when it came to having everything. Just a late bloomer in life, which I'm not mad at. You know, everyone has their own time frame, how things happen for them or whatever, you know. But yeah, here we are. Sorry, I'm checking for Maya down there. Oh, are you in Florida, Corey? Because this one thing. Excuse me. Sorry. One thing about Jacksonville, it's always events going on. When was it? Like last year, people were like, I don't know what they said. Jacksonville. I forgot how they said it or termed it. Jacksonville's boring or Duval's boring. I know better. I ain't really feed into that, but I know Jacksonville's not boring. It's just it's a different type of city compared to others where we don't have a bunch of clubs, for people to club hop, or we have like, you know, club, like if you go to Orlando, you can go downtown and you have a strip of clubs. We don't have that. I'm gonna say we're not there yet. I see us getting to that, but we're just not there yet. And just like just like me, Jacksonville's a late bloomer too. I recognized that early when I was like, and going through school, is that, oh, the music scene too. We would get music late here. All the music would be down south. Um, Even where Anthony was at recently in Tallahassee, those schools will have music first. But Jacksonville will be late to the party, honey. But like I said, I think that, and maybe because of how big the city is and because they had sparse development and everything isn't so congested in one area, everything's so spread out. It's just been slow development because it's all been in everywhere. I don't know. Just a thought process on that. Okay, let me keep scrolling and seeing what we got here. What are they talking about? Inappropriate. I don't know. We'll scroll past it. Oh, Anthony, driving, please be safe while you drive, please. I don't even text and drive. The phone is put up. If you call me, I can answer from the steering wheel. Yeah. And then, like, I don't even, and if I have to call, I'll make a call, but it gotta be like, it recognized me saying your name. Okay, call so-and-so or something. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna kind of, if I feel the heat, then I know better, or like experience. I learned a lot from experiences, and one experience I learned was young. I was probably like my daughter's age. I was probably younger. I was driving young, like 12 years old driving. But I probably like 14, and I was driving home, and I remember changing the station to the radio. We had knobs, and changing the station to the radio, and looked up. I damn near ran straight behind a parked car. I looked up in the right moment to, yeah, so that was me. Oh my goodness. Oh, Corey, you from Duo. Okay, we're at the bottom of the chat, sorry. We're new here, so we're, learning curve. Yeah, we get music super late. Yeah, so I learned that at an early age when I was like going through college and stuff, and yeah, Jackson was just a little late bloomer. We gonna get there, and that's, I guess, I look at the potential, but I'm a realist. I see what's happening. But yeah, very optimistic because I can see the projection of it all. But yeah, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have been. I'm a chatter. I've been going live. I can't believe this. Just, how am I gonna treat myself? Yes, I would say I used to like, for like when I would get like a new client or secure a new commission or a big client or whatever, just to reward myself, I would like go to the sushi factory on Phillips Highway and reward myself with a lunch special bento box. It got to be a lunch special because, again, we're frugal over here and we don't want to pay full price. So if I want it, I gotta get it at a certain time. Yeah, Jacksonville just doesn't get advertised like that, and we're very slow to build up. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. Yeah, but I ain't mad at it. At the pace of it, I feel like in due time. And I think time is now, actually. Just with how things are happening. We got the Ritz Carlton about to be finished over there, what they're calling the shipyards and stuff. The stadium is going to get revamped real soon. I just know like 2028, 2030, everyone's going to have a destination to be here or find a reason to be here. And just even especially with this new stadium, on top of it just being a home for the Jaguars, it's going to basically play another arena. Just how they try to do with the Daily's Place and things, It's just so much things that are growing. Um, Daily Mail, the Jack's Daily Mail. That's where I do get a lot of the local news and in regards to the businesses that are moving to Jacksonville, the corporations that are growing, and even the ones that are closing. I feel like you need to know, well, in my realm, I like to know that too, because then that's how you know that, oh, there's an opportunity over there, there's availability over there. So I just like to be in the know, because like I said, I just kind of plan for the future. In the future, I do see myself in that realm and being probably talked about in those comments and things. Um, Not gonna lie, even though we are slowly moving, I still feel like we're gonna be about 2 years behind other major cities, but that's okay. Um, yeah, you're right. You definitely have a point on that. But I think a lot of major cities have reached their growth point. You know, they've reached their ceiling to where they can't even build up anymore. But we have nothing but room to build. And then again, like with Florida being this tax exemption state and things, it's a billionaire's playground. It's a millionaire's playground because they know they don't have to pay so much in taxes. So, they're going to go where the money reside and where they can, keep a lot of their money too. And Florida being one of them, the only thing that's killing Florida is like, what do you call it? I want to say like, the taxes on your land, the insurance and things on lands and property, why can't I think of that? Property tax. I don't know. I couldn't think of that. Yes, property tax is yeah, I don't know. I could go on about that, but the cost of living, if you're not a millionaire, isn't the best in Florida. Yeah. Many other cities have reached their peak. Josh is coming, and I'm not terribly upset at the slow growth. Yeah, it's definitely a slow growth, but honestly, it's a boom happening. Low key, it's happening right now. It's happening. I'm gonna just say that. But here's the thing too. Unfortunately, a lot of small businesses are not surviving the pandemic. That's where they thrived in the pandemic, which it was lovely for me too. But after that, now, a lot has changed in the world. Wars, presidents, income, the cost of living. And so people are spending their money differently. And they're not spending it in those same habits we did in the pandemic, or maybe even a little trickle after it. And so, yeah, just kind of got to move with the times. And I kind of seen the signs, and I had started it, which is what brought me to putting out my own content onto YouTube, that things are moving here. And so I was like, hey, we got to make some decisions. And, I speak with my family, so I don't want to just be doing things and rebelling and going off the whim or whatever, because Not saying I need validation, because I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna tell you about it maybe later if it kicks off how I suspected it to. But yeah, I just want to put people on board that are around me, especially if I'm going to need their support. I need to have them on board of what I'm doing, and me putting more time here into this platform. I just wanted to let them know what my goals were when it came to this, and just to have, I guess, their support. Not that I necessarily needed it, but yeah. Even when I started Maverick Media 904, shout out to Anthony for always plugging me in now. Um, I matter of fact, when I started my first business, KK Compliment, I told no one, just my household. But like immediate family, friends, no. Because in order for me, I felt like for me to have done that, and this is my process, I don't recommend it to nobody, honestly. Unless you have the means and like support, just hear me out. I quit my job to start a business. I ain't gonna say it was a mistake, but it was an experience. I'm just always kind of headstrong, and like I said, I plan everything. Like I planned before I even put in my notice. It was a big thing for me. Like I got sick from quitting my job. Walking away from guaranteed money, that literally made me sick. I broke out in hives. It was a problem. But I knew my drive, I knew my potential. I knew the knowledge I had, the experience I had, because I had built businesses for other businesses. I generated revenue for them. I created and thought of intellectual ideas to generate revenue for these companies. And so that's when I started doing that, actually. No side quest. When I started doing that, actually, that's when my little light bulb came up that, dang, if you can make money for them, you can make money for you. All right. And that's when I kind of started planning. And I didn't know what it was that I wanted to do or how I wanted to make money. I knew that I was capable of doing it because someone said, here, we're going to give you what damn, it wasn't even a raise. What do you call it? Girl, I didn't even work so long. I forgot what things are called. A promotion. I got a promotion. So back when I was working in senior living, I got a promotion from being like our lead over the reception desk and things. And then they promoted me to be a concierge. That position didn't even exist. They just made up a position to promote me to because they felt that I can, fulfill it and bring a need to it and things because of the things of how I was running our department. And that was another thing. I guess they had a light bulb moment because our accountant and the controller guy, he lost his assistant, and I started assisting him. And they was like, she can handle money. Okay, let's see how she do this, I guess. But I ran a whole department and things. And then, so when they gave me the concierge position, that opened up like other positions that I was running. It was the drivers, doing services and things. I would drive a bus. I would drive a Cadillac to take our residents different places if they wanted to. They wanted personal shopping. That was a service I offered that didn't exist until I had this new position. I created an in-house store for the residents. So just of little essentials that they could get so they didn't have to leave the campus. All kinds of stuff. And so, yeah, just from that is when I realized, I can make money for them. Think of creative ways to make money. Offering this personal shopping. So if you don't want to go out shopping, but you know you need it, and This was like before they started having like the grocery delivery. Dang, I was ahead of my time. I've always been, man, I've been progressive. Dang, I just think about it. This was before they started doing like what kind of food deliveries we get these days. I don't know. Like, like DoorDash or whatever. But yes, I was like the grocery delivery. They want a Publix run? Yeah, send me a list. I got you. That was me. And yeah, I would take people. Now Uber of course was around, I'm pretty sure, but I had a couple, they left to go to the dog racetrack to gamble weekly, Thursdays. They didn't even want to be in the community when we had happy hour. And that was another thing. I played so many roles there. I think that's why also I'm just kind of have learned to be a jack of all trades. I learned how to fix HVACs there. Why? Because to save the company money, so they don't have to keep calling Snyder out or whoever out to fix the AC units. When we have a 300 unit place, they want to keep calling these people out. So I would just shadow the guy, watch him. I learned how to fix HVACs. I troubleshoot mine. But I ended up getting a certification to handle alcohol because we had happy hour on Thursdays and I would bartend. I ended up doing activities, bringing entertainment for them. I ended up doing when I was in activities, I did excursions. So we used to go different places. One thing they did, they love to eat. And one thing I love about them is I had a company credit card and lunch was on them. So we went to all the fine dining places and I was eating on the company dime. That was a little perk I liked. And then of course also going on excursions. We used to do random shit like dolphin safari in St. Augustine. um, what was it? Like theater shows, musicals, operas. Um, yeah, they loved entertainment. That was their thing. They loved to entertain them, do something. That's them. That was them. But I loved it. Okay, what we're chatting about, y'all. Anthony, of course. Oh yes, thank you, Corey, of course, stopping by. Oh my gosh, yes, property taxes. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, Instacart. I was like Instacart before Instacart. Like, ugh. But even if I'm gonna say I'm always progressive, because here we are just starting on the live. But like I said, everyone has their own time that they do things, and my time's now. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to have y'all here with me too. And yes, I definitely will be back. I may make it a weekly thing, honestly. Because let me tell you, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna consult with chat. I'm gonna consult with chat. She know me. We have a rapport. And so, and then when I say chat, I mean chat GPT. And I don't use her as a Bible or anything, but just also to organize my thoughts and make them make sense and very consumable to things that I want to put out. Because y'all see, this mind be a little everywhere. I'll say one thing and it makes me think of another and then another, and then we down a rabbit hole. I don't know. Somehow I got talking about senior living and how I worked there, and I had to stop working there because it really took a toll on me mentally and things. And so I just kind of had to walk away from that. And I worked in a retirement community, so it was a lot of wealthy retired people. A lot of them still had their wits and things. This wasn't like a nursing facility. This was we had independent living. We also had assisted living that may need like meds given to them, but don't mean they can't drive and stuff like that. Um, but Yeah, I had to walk away from that because it was a lot on me, especially when I can't say like with the CNAs, I understand when it comes to them and like LPNs and stuff, or even just any staff that works there, because you do start to garnish relationships with them, especially when you've been there for working there for years and stuff. You know their families, the families know you. Everyone, just everyone just knows each other, and we get involved into it with each other and things. Not like involved, but y'all building rapport and relationships with each other. Even if it's just a friendship, that's a relationship. And so having these people like, they're old, but why they gotta die like that? I had one guy, he passed away, which I say he was literally doing something he loved. Every day after dinner at 5:30, this guy was upstairs in the game room. He played poker. He passed away at the poker table, and I was the one there. Like, I had to administer CPR. I was certified and everything with CPR and first aid. Of course, to no avail. It just did not help. But yeah, it's just not a good feeling when people croaking over on your clock. And then you got to be the one to do something about it. And the paperwork, yeah. But that was that time. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go work in nonprofit, help the people that really need my help. And it was with a company called Aging True here. And what they do is help with like low income senior citizens that, have to go get housing based off of their income. And so it was like apartment complexes that they managed. And then they also manage like the Meals on Wheels, because out of one of the apartments, which is downtown, was like the main kitchen that Meals on Wheels will prepare meals to send out to seniors that lived in their homes or wherever. And so I worked for them, and that was cool. It was nice until it wasn't, because the money wasn't the money that I was making before. And so I wasn't there too long. I worked in HR, and I helped with the Meals on Wheels part of it, and the staff that needed to be at all of the facilities and the drivers. I managed them and things. But like I said, my heart was in it, but things was tight. Things were tight at that time. And so as much as I wanted to be there, it just wasn't sufficient to the money I was used to making. And I ended up going into corporate. And that was like my first corporate job and my last corporate job. I liked it. I loved the people. I liked the perks. It was so many perks to just working there. A lot of freebies and things. But that's when the wheels really kicked in of me being in this corporate area or whatever. And I didn't like how restricted I felt. Like when I worked with my seniors and the positions that I held there, I never even realized I had a lot of freedom. I had a lot of freedom. I'm sorry, I seen the thingy moving. You do some of it, everything. Yes. And I like to learn a lot of stuff. So I'm very knowledgeable of a lot of random facts for whatever reason. I just kind of just know stuff. And I like trying new things. And also comes in the frugal is that if I can figure it out and learn it, why pay someone if I can learn it? Just trying to save a coin. Let me see what else. Especially glad to participate in first. I'm really thankful of you, Anthony, keeping me up here going. Can you talk about making videos and editing? I definitely can. That's literally a service I offer. I consult people on how to edit for themselves. And it's just like even me consulting myself at this point right now and learning what my editing style is. Because people be so gung ho on perfecting something before they start. And I actually came across a video of this girl. She put a term to that. I think she said perfection, procrastination, or procrastination, perfection. Either way, flip it, flop it, how you want it. But people will hold themselves back because they're seeking perfection so much. But a lot of times, perfection comes just from trial and error, just by you trying different things and learning through different things and seeing what works and what don't work, taking away, subtracting, additioning. You know, I know I could be over analytical, but that perfection sometimes will procrastinate you. So just like even me today, hopping on a live stream, I ain't read not a damn thing that YouTube probably got something up here on how to do that, but I ain't do it. I just dived into the deep end and kind of started it, but found a way to get up on here and get it going. Not how I wanted it. Like I said, I wanted to be recording on this Osmo, and not my cell phone. But hey, we here, we made it, we thriving. Hold on, we moving. Anthony went to Mickey D's. Oh, you be knowing stuff too. But in regards to editing, exactly what would you like to know? I'm pretty sure I can assist. I agree. That's like analysis paralysis. Yes. Analysis paralysis. Yes, exactly. Being over analytical sometimes can hold you back. Even myself. One thing I always try to do when I am editing people's videos is I'm my own. So one thing I am is my own competition. I don't really look at others as competition. I see them as my peers. But I compete with myself. I try to outdo or just up the ante a little bit from the last thing that I did. So even when it comes to the clients of a video that I've done, I just try to tweak or just add something to level it up from the last thing they had or the last experience they had with me, so that they see and they know that I'm continuously and always growing for them as well. And that's what keeps them coming back and wanting more of the content, because they're seeing the elevation, they're feeling the elevation of of the service that I'm offering. Oh my god, auntie. Hey auntie, that's my mama's sister. Chocolate wanna fry. Now you're trying to lure her in with fries. Is that what I need to do? I need to get some fries to lure people in. No, I like our little crowd here right now. I can keep up. Almost. Anthony know enough about Corey. But yes, you're very into editing, trying to get into cinematography. I practice with my vlogs. Yes, so a colleague of mine that I have a production company with, her name is Antoinette Vonner. She is a seasoned photographer here in Jacksonville, and she's also a Navy vet, and she specializes in boudoir photography, but she's also in school right now for cinematography, which is definitely an asset, even more of an asset to our production company and what we have going on too. Because she knows more of the technical of it and I'm more of the creative, but I also do know technical things, but she's going more in depth, and she got the military behind her to front the bill on that school. But she's she's definitely a wealth of knowledge that I do get a lot of information from. My daughter actually was supposed to be scheduled to film with her. She's having to do a short film for her class right now. And my daughter is like actively into theater and seeing it as a passion and thing that she wants to continue into college and stuff right now. She even got to her first two paid gigs. She has an apprenticeship for one play, and we just got notice this week actually of another play that she was recommended for, and that's moving so fast. We're like going to a studio. We got booked to go to a studio that they're paying for her to get some free headshots. So we got to do that tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, so everybody just really like thriving, living their dreams, living their life. I like to set an example, for them. Even when my son, I know he has a little creative spirit in him and wants to do things. And I think seeing is believing. I know I've benefited from that. Yeah, we hear things, but sometimes you can see somebody doing that and be like, oh, hey, that's possible. Or seeing someone that may looks like you or have the same skin tone or the gender, just to see somebody doing something that you had an idea of or an ambition of, it kind of solidifies your thoughts and beliefs into moving further with that, honestly. So yeah, seeing is believing. And so I just try to be a living example. That's what I tell her dad too. You got to be a living example for these kids because they don't say nothing, but they be watching. They always watching, and that's where learned behavior come from, and then good and bad habits. Now these choices, that's theirs. And I've always told him to make good choices. That boy, he ain't always made good choices, but he got a mind of his own, and I ain't got no control over it. So, but I just know he going through some growing pains, and he'll get it together one day, eventually. Hopefully sooner than later. Lord Jesus, y'all pray for my baby. uh, Oh yeah, so Corey, you like cinematography? What type of camera are you using? I definitely would love to hear. Boudoir. No, boudoir is spelled like B-O-U. Yeah, don't get me to learn. How do you spell it, boudoir? I don't even know. I'm gonna just need Google to fill in the rest. Boudoir. Yeah, boudoir. Which is like, yeah, let me go ahead and get the Google definition before I be wrong. Loud and wrong. Let's see. It's a style of intimate, sensual portrait meant to capture a person's beauty, confidence, and personality. Yeah, it's really confident building. So it can be risque, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I kind of sort of did one, but not like the risque version because we're not there. We're just not there yet. I don't know if yet, but we're not there. We just haven't built that confidence muscle there yet. But yeah, that's just a specialty of her. So boudoir. I think it's like a French maybe boudoir. But boudoir is funny. Oh, thank you, Corey. Yeah, I'm very proud of her. She's kind of finding her vibe, and um, I'm excited just watching her because she's so young and kind of already has an idea and interest too. And even at that age, I was into a lot of stuff, but I wasn't into it for the reasons that she is. The reason I was into stuff because they would feed me. If they were having pizza after, I'm there. Yes, team up after school program. I was there because they feeding us. I was there. But I was in band. That was an interest of mine. I played all kinds of instruments throughout the whole different year because depending on the instrument, depend on the season. And I'm trying to stick around for the food. So no, I'm kidding. No, I actually liked playing instruments, and especially if I could read the same music for the instrument, and I got to learn a different type of music to read, then I would just try the instrument out because it wasn't too much of a learning curve there. So yeah, I started out playing the clarinet in like 6th grade. And then I kind of mastered that. I was like first chair and everything throughout high school. Even actually in 8th grade, I was first chair. It was my first time being first chair. And then all kinds of different clarinets, the bass, the tenor, trumpet, because they read the same music. I learned a little piano too, because again, the same music. Yeah. I wanted to do sax, but they read different music. I even did percussion because again, it read the same music. So I actually am good at snare and tenor drum. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting here to the comments again. I think I read one and just replied to one. Okay, that's great. Good for her. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Chocolate. Oh, girl, yes, please pray for him. Your son 36, I remember those growing pain years. Ooh, Lordy. Yes, that's where I'm 36 now. So yeah. Girl, adopt me. Corey, yes, ma'am. I have some videography. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to check it out for sure. I call it short films, but it's more like music videos. How to do actual short films soon. As of now, I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and a Canon G7X Mark II. Awesome. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. You sound so cool. Well, you got to be cool if you're here. But that is so cool. I'm definitely going to check your channel out and your library of content and make sure I engage in all of it too, for sure. And you're right on time when it comes to also doing more cinematography and short films because YouTube has understood the assignment and that's what they're going. I see them going is putting out or pushing more content creators that are putting out content that can be viewed for TV purposes. Because I don't know, what was it? One of the award shows or something where they're going to be getting viewed on YouTube now. It's like a big one. I'm sorry, I don't watch the award shows. My daughter does. I just don't keep up with it. But I don't know, like the Oscars or Grammys, one of those or whatever. So this is the right time to be on it because just like you and I and how YouTube is our form of entertainment, we're not the only ones. It's a lot of us out there like that. And it's only going to keep growing. So yes, honey, you have set yourself up for success. I love it. And I'm definitely going to be checking you out today. Anthony said, finally, someone that understands reading music. Oh, yeah, I've been out here reading music. Now, like I said, certain music. But I feel like as I get older, I'm going to probably curate even more interest. And I do want to get back into instruments and music because, yeah, I feel like it's timeless. Very timeless. I almost even considered joining an adult band, but I ain't had the time for that then. But I know it's gonna come a time when I do. A matter of fact, my auntie who was in here, she got me my first instrument, my clarinet. It was what was it? A Selman? I forget. Yes. Shout out to Auntie Lisa. She invested in me. she always invested in me. Like I said, I was the only child. So, she treated me like I was hers. And very grateful and very appreciative and still is. And we'll go hard for her. I was about to pop up and have to regulate because it was her AC wasn't working right, y'all. And I ain't like that. My auntie was on this temporary AC unit, and I feel like it's temporary, and temporary has passed its time limit. And I thought I was gonna have to regulate, but things got handled, so I ain't have to get out of character in anything. But just know, I go hard for my peoples too. Yeah, very passionate about the people that are around me. Okay, what about music, Anthony? Oh, Anthony plays the sax. Alto sax, okay. Thank you for the sub, Corey. You told someone you could read sax music, but not piano music, and he said if you can read any music, you can read it all. Noted. So maybe it's a me thing, and yeah, if you really want to do something, you would do it honestly. Just like you wanted McDonald's, you went and got McDonald's, and you still was on Sierra's side. I love that. I love that. Yes, yes. Corey, Sierra, you should stop our show on here. Me and Anthony have a show called Music Monday every Monday at 8. Y'all a duo? What? Y'all? I also play bass guitar, drums, and keyboard. We live stream it. What? I'm impressed. I'm so impressed. Y'all are wowing me right now. That y'all are cool. Y'all are so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're locked in, y'all. Oh my goodness, we're locked in. I think y'all are so cool. And music is so important. It's so important for people. We incorporate music in everything we do and everything we experience. Even soundtracks to movies, soundtracks to our lives. Music just gives us a feeling and emotion. And music just even crosses cultures too, as well. Races. That's where we get top 40 from, because those are the top 40 songs that everybody is listening to right now. So yes, music is so important, and that's something I definitely want to get into, and especially just now that the kids are older, and my daughter don't need to drop her off at the movie. She can do stuff on her own. She don't need me, but yeah. So we trying to find ourselves and things that keep us not so busy, but I like to say young. Because if you're not doing something, you get stagnant. It's just like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. And I just want to stay active. I want to stay youthful at heart and mind. No matter how creepy this body get, I still want to have my wits with it. And doing things like music and being creative keeps that engine oiled and running well. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Anthony. No, that guy was full of crap. Piano music is tremendously difficult. No, it's not. I don't think so. Well, I don't. I don't really know. Like, I just know the chords kind of like double up into like the bass and things, and on the keyboard itself, But yeah, I don't know what would you term that? Hmm. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Google something. Maybe I should put time. Look, I don't even know what I'm trying to think or say because I ain't did nothing with music in years. Anthony is very talented. He makes great music. Oh my gosh, I'm about to tap in. Oh, Corey. Thank you for letting us know for sure and putting him out there. And y'all little duo. Oh my gosh, I want to go on there now to check y'all out before I forget. Like, do y'all like do collaborations together? Oh, piano gets into inversion and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, but I feel like it's repetitive. Yes, man, we discuss music. It's fun and educated. Oh, I love that. And Anthony, I see you do a lot of drone footage. Man, y'all are some cool artistic creatives. Okay, so I see you have 2 pages. Is it, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, is that 2 pages you have? I see, so I just want to make sure I subscribe to both. Piano gets, oh, I'm sorry, I already read that. Yeah, discuss music. Okay. We're into reviewing songs. Have 2 pages. Okay, great. Reviewing songs people request now. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, so are you like a producer, Anthony? We got Corey here. Recently done music reviews. Next episode's this Monday. Doing another review. Please send in songs for Anthony to rate since he's very musically inclined. Okay. All right. Okay, I love that. Y'all are so interactive too. Okay, I'm gonna go to Corey. Okay, so I subscribed to you, Corey, yesterday. Ah, I like what I'm seeing. I can't wait to really dive in here. And use a travel gal. I love it. I'm gonna live vicariously through you right now because I know my time is coming and I'm preparing. You know, I don't know, just something about like I got this doggy, but then I'm like, I'm gonna travel the world. I guess I'm gonna have to take her with me too, because I just already know these kids aren't gonna be like worried about me and what I got going on. You know, they're just starting their lives. I get it. Been there. So yes, I'm just really preparing for that. Me doing that long stay. What is this? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. You know when your stuff lip gloss cakes up and stuff? I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. I'm in front of my vanity here, so yeah. Yes, I'm like, what is that? I was seeing something in my mouth. I don't know, lost my thought again. Okay, we're rolling. We're rolling on here. Anthony, yes, I write and record my own music and music for other people. I'm impressed. Even more impressed than I said last said. Corey, they like hearing me and you go edit about music. Oh, y'all be having little healthy debates. Love it. Anthony, I must be Otis. You're David because because ain't nobody could see me. That's a good one. I'm pretty sure they come for the banter from both of you. I can't wait to watch. I'm excited now. I'm excited. Music Monday. I'm seeing it here, so I'm gonna make sure I get notified. Notification on. I see 2 up here, but I've just clicked notification on both just in case. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh, y'all are the cool kids over here. I can't believe I got the cool kids in my corner over here. Y'all are too cool. But definitely checking out Corey's short films. And if you're here too, make sure you check out Corey's world. Subscribe to her. And also, Anthony, he's our moderator here. And we're going to go ahead and make Corey one too. Because I learned how to do so. Yay, we did it. And yeah, and Anthony, our musician over here. I love that y'all are so cool and creative. And oh, girl, you got the Burberry on there. That's my little summer spray. I love that as a summer scent. And I like a unisex scents too. Things, you know. But yeah, that's a classic. So one thing interest I love is smell goods. Like I have a whole collection of sand and fog, like a whole line of scents of sand and fogs here, and in my closet I have a whole little thing of perfumes. Big into the Arabian ones and things. Extradites and things that last longer. Yeah, I love a good smell good, honey. And skincare. I don't put that content out there. I feel like it's oversaturated. And do I really want to film my skin routine? No, not really. I'd rather show them something they haven't seen yet, which I feel like is something that y'all are doing in y'all way. And just based off of me looking at Corey's channel here, I love your style. I love that you're not afraid of color. And I'm gonna have to definitely check out this home decor video because I'm seeing the colors popping through. And yes, and I want to be like that when I grow up. When the nest gets empty, I would definitely love a little maximalist 1 bed or efficiency, studio apartment where I can't have anybody sleep over for too long. But yes, I'm excited for this. And you are a thrifter. I do love to thrift. Everywhere I go to travel, I like to stop at a thrift store. So when I was in Alabama, I was at what is it, America's Thrift out that way. And what else? Oh, in Savannah, I did stop at a little secondhand there. What y'all was talking about here? Corey just wants to hear me brag on her. Oh. Yes, they come for the banter. I'm just messing with Anthony. Oh, I already knew. I can already tell. And I ain't even watched it yet, but I just know I can't wait. And here's the thing, I've been looking for like more creators to engage with and, and creating community, organic community too, as well. So, yes, I'm glad that we have found each other. And, yes, I'm just excited. I don't know why, but I am. I feel like it's nothing but good vibes to come. Yes. How old are you, Corey? You like about my cousin age, maybe my age. I'm sorry, I'm missing stuff. Not afraid of color. Corey is color. I'll get interested in fragrances when they smell like fried chicken and cake. I don't know. It probably is some fried chicken and cake out of fragrance. Now, honestly, Anthony, I'm pretty sure it may be something out there. They're called gourmands. That's the term for them, gourmands. Anthony, that's crazy. He wants to go around smelling like fried chicken. I mean, you might as well just walk into Popeyes and just start dipping things into grease, and then you're going to walk out smelling like it. Boom, free fragrance. Yeah. And then they get some free labor. Anthony Corey is a gent, 34. No, she's not. I would say she's a peer of mine. I mean, I'm just what, 2 years older, almost 3. I'll be 37 this year. Corey is not a jet. I would say she is a nice seasoned millennial. I was called a baddie by a little young, probably, I don't know, 19, 20-year-old snapper. I was like, really? Okay. I didn't know how to act. At first, I was like, thought she called me something. Like, what you call me? And she's like, oh, I'm just calling you a baddie, ma'am. And I didn't really seem baddie like with her putting the ma'am behind it, but I'm gonna still take it. They have candles that smell like pie and stuff. Yes. My daughter has a candle that smells like Fruit Loops. Now, you may be able to get a little chicken and waffles and syrup candle. Now, that sounds legit. Her Anthony be lotioning his knees with fish grease. He skipped the cocoa butter and went straight to fish grease, huh? Too cheap for lotion and grease. Oh my goodness. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stay moisturized. I mean, honey, be moisturized. Moisturized. I'm in Florida. You can't be out here dry. I mean, depending on the vibe, the time of day, is depending on what I'm gonna put on my body. I love skincare. That's something I really do. I love skincare. Skin is the largest organ we have, and ever since I learned that in elementary, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm majority skin. And it just stuck with me, like, I gotta make sure I take care of my skin. That's like majority of what I am. That, for liquids or whatever. But yes, girl, we can't be out here alligator. And then, another thing too that got me really moisturizing, that Ray Charles movie. Cause when he went to touch that lady elbow like this, and he's like, "Yeah, I like that." I need smooth elbows from now on. Nothing but smooth elbows. Cause what if I come around a nice blonde rich man, and he just come, yeah, yeah. I need that elbow to stay. And then this too. We brings it down here. All this right here gets taken care of. The negligee, yes, yes. I'm just trying to preserve the youth-like skin as long as possible. We're trying to stay supple as possible, you know? But yeah, those are really just some core things that stuck with me. Realize when I learned, skin, the largest organ, the largest? Yeah, I'm going to make sure I take care of that real good. Yep. And then Ray Charles with that elbow thing when he went to go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're going to. And this right here, I mean, we have beauty marks, but we not like, yeah. I just realized we gotta we're gonna try to keep it right and tight as long as we can. Just as long as we're gonna hold on to it naturally. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how long I've been on here. I can't believe myself. But it probably was what is it? The analysis paralysis, what is it? The perfection, procrastination that, we get in our own way sometimes. And like I said, my biggest competition is myself. My biggest op be myself sometimes. Because sometimes we will talk ourselves out of things that we really want without even trying it. And so that's why I just be like, just try it one time. It ain't gonna kill you. I took my daughter to this new Asian store called Tesso, and they just had like all kinds of things in there. And of course, we're gonna try different things that we never tried. I love popcorn. Love popcorn, y'all. I mean, if you just want to put that out there, your girl loves popcorn. Anywho, but I got this popcorn. Of course, I can't read the bag, but it looked like it's nicely seasoned, and it really was. And tried it. I don't know. I did kind of eat it just to keep eating it, but it tasted like seaweed and teriyaki. Yeah, but it ain't gonna kill me to just try it. And so, just even stuff like that. I even went by my friend's house and her niece was over there and she was like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm scared." I'm like, "Girl, you're not gonna die if you try one piece of popcorn. You could say you tried it. You had an experience. At least you know if you like it or you don't. You don't know unless you try it." Hold on, we moving. We got some laugh out loud. I've never seen a first time streamer before so lively and talkative. Facts. You've been confident throughout. Oh my goodness. I can't believe. I'm glad that is really what's exuding. I mean, I'm not a shy person. Very far from shy. Like I said, it's just we get in our own way. Like I really didn't have no rhyme or reason on why I haven't went live. I know out of safety purposes, like I won't go live in public probably. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Never say never, but I just know from the past I would not go live in public areas just for my safety. And but yeah, I feel comfortable in my house. I'm in my room, in my vanity. Y'all are very helpful with me and keeping me going. And I guess I am naturally a talker. I can talk. I can talk. When I don't talk, that's because it was by choice. Just know this mouth, we chose to be that way because we want to say something. We probably ain't gonna say something. We probably should say something. We know that we probably going. But I can talk. Anthony Denny was pretty lively on her first stream, but Sierra is so very good for her first time. Oh my goodness. Thank y'all so much. I Really, we know you can talk. Yes, check. Yeah. Um, let me know. I'm gonna tell you this too, and I'm gonna hop off of here too. I am. I'm seeing. I'm getting a message that someone wants my attention. So we are gonna hop off right here real soon. But just I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This is how much I talk so much and how far I have been talking so much. Like when I was in sixth grade, I had an what was Miss Solomon? Miss Solomon, I think she was our science teacher. And I have a few people out there that still know this and even brought it up to me recently. And I felt a little embarrassed. Don't be saying this out in public. But here we are on my own platform, so I'm going to put it out there. She would give us all nicknames. Everybody in the classroom, a little nickname based off of, personality, who you are, what you do, how you interact or whatever. And she called me Dom, which was an acronym DOM, and it standing for diarrhea of the mouth. I talked so much that the teacher called me diarrhea of the mouth, Dom for short. I had a nickname, Dom. I was the kid that would get all her work done real quick. I was the honor roll kid. Get the work done, then I'm chatty chit chat, chatty chat chat chat, and yeah. So yeah, but now that I know I got this muscle in me, we gonna be working it out here on these YouTube strips. These strips, shoot, is it a YouTube strip? These YouTube streets. But I am so grateful for y'all. Thank y'all so much and keeping me going and encouraging me too as well. And I am so excited to really be tuned into y'all's communities too. Corey, Anthony, I'm looking for chocolate when she's coming through. I appreciate y'all for holding it down. Even my auntie for chiming in. Shout out to you. Right? Girl, look at you. Subscribe. Now click that bell and get that notification link, okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And you know what? I'm gonna just put it out here. And hopefully y'all will also hold me accountable. I plan on coming live weekly. Not sure if it's gonna always be a Saturdays. My Saturdays are hit and miss, whether I'm working an event or not. But we're going to find a solidified day to make sure we are consistently going live because this is where it's at. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I will see y'all again. We have video dropping weekly. We are working towards two videos a week. And with our placemaking series, I'm pretty sure we can get that going. So thank y'all. Love y'all. And like I said, I'm going to be looking at y'all libraries, Anthony and Corey, and checking out y'all live on Monday. So make sure y'all check out Corey and Anthony's live where they're talking about music and discussing it and reviewing it. And Anthony is apparently a master in music. And Corey, and she's coming with the style probably. I don't know, but we're going to see. So y'all make sure y'all chime in and see it too. Thank y'all. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Now I got to figure out how to hang up on y'all.